Hey everybody, it's Tara Green here, and I'm going to talk about the April the 12th full moon at 23 degrees of Libra. It is the beginning of Passover. Venus goes direct. There were some major aspects earlier today as well. I've had some technical difficulties. That's why I'm doing this a bit late. So earlier today, the Sun was conjunct Chiron in Aries, and you can see Chiron there with the Sun at 23 degrees of Aries. So this was very much a full moon about healing a lot of old wounds and people being extra defensive around them. You can see the moon there at 23 degrees Libra opposite, conjunct the fixed star Spica. This is the Virgin goddess, one of the most important ancient stars in the sky. So it has a lot to tell us about being with the divine feminine. So then the Sun and the moon, the full moon was actually at 8:22 p.m. That's Eastern Daylight Time, 5:22 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and then not too long afterwards, Venus finally went direct at 9:02 p.m. That's Eastern Daylight Time, after being retrograde since March the 1st. Now you can see her there at 24 Pisces, conjunct Saturn at 25 Pisces, conjunct the North Node at 26 Pisces, conjunct Mercury at 28 Pisces. So that's a big stellium of Pisces energy. And so, of course, we're feeling very emotional, very sensitive, quite overwhelmed. That Sun Chiron aspect was building on Friday. And so Neptune at 0 degrees of Aries, again, Chiron conjunct the Sun, Mars at 27 Cancer, also squaring the Sun and Chiron and the Moon, with Pluto kind of widely opposite Mars. Those two are getting ready to have an opposition, a very tense one, not that long from now. And then Uranus at 25 Taurus, Jupiter at 17 Gemini. So in Lilith at 1 degrees of Scorpio, the sign that she's in. So we can see that this is a pretty tense full moon. It's a pink moon. It is the first moon of spring this year. But all of that Pisces energy is very overwhelming. And Venus rules Libra. So there's Venus conjunct Saturn. So this is a very heavy karmic turning point. Pisces, the sign of karma, limitations, obstacles, testing, miracles, dreams, illusions, delusions, debt, losses, self-sabotage, toxic relationships, karmic relationships coming to a peak. The South Node there at 26 degrees of Virgo also squares the galactic center, which is not showing here, but the galactic center, the big black hole at the center of our galaxy, where all souls come and exit for, is there at 26 Sag. So again, that is being squared and highlighted too. So if you're connected to the galactic center, if you have planets there, this is a time when you really can tune into some higher cosmic wisdom. So I know we're all feeling overwhelmed, quite exhausted, but Saturn conjunct Venus now is asking for healthy boundaries and really seeing how we've gotten value, even if it's toxic, even if it's codependent from those old relationships, but now is a big turning point. Okay, so the moon in Libra, kind of indecisive, focused on getting emotional energy from relationships, but the Sun in Chiron in Aries is saying you have to heal your wounds first. Okay, and those are deep childhood wounds, and Mars in Cancer, deep childhood wounds, anger at the mother. Somebody told me years ago the mother always gets blamed for everything. Trust me, as a mother, I know. Issues with protecting children, anger, violence. People are angry in their homes. They're angry about medicine. That's Cancer. They're angry at women. So again, there's that big square there, Mars and Cancer squaring the Sun, the Moon, Chiron again. So this is a very heavy, intense moon. So don't think that just because it's Libra, it's going to be nice and easy. That's kind of the illusion, the net that Libra spreads. Because Venus is now stationary direct, it's going to take her a few days before she goes forward, and I believe it's going to take until the middle of May before she bypasses her retrograde stage. So remember to breathe. There's Jupiter at 17 degrees of Gemini there, in between the Sun and Mars, actually not exactly, but sort of at the midpoint there, more or less. Uranus conjunct Algol, the most feared star in the sky. So things are going to continue to be intense. You got to remember how heavy, how intense, how drastically different this year is. That 4 planets changing signs in 1 year hasn't happened in 2,500 years. So this is our opportunity to get our toes wet, to feel what it feels like to have Neptune in Aries. Right now it'll go back into Pisces, but then it'll stay in Aries for 14 years. Saturn is also going to enter Aries in May. Jupiter is going to enter Cancer in June, and Uranus is going to enter Gemini in July. So the summer is a big, big turning point there. And as you can see, all this energy is affecting how we feel in the world. Neptune in Aries, a new dream. Again, the Civil War started when Neptune entered Aries in 1861. So we got to think about those former transits, what was going on. This is new aesthetics. This is literally boundaries again in your dreams, defending your dreams, creating a new kind of initiative in terms of spirituality, new gurus, new false beliefs, but ones that are kind of clearer to see because they're fire, they're out in the daylight, they're initiatory, there's time to be entrepreneurs. So the sun in Aries is very strong-willed, is independent, is like a lone wolf, and there's the moon in Libra, desperately going, but what do you think? I have to be in relationships. But Mars in Cancer is saying you're not going to be in healthy relationships until you heal that inner wounded child. So those issues are coming up very strongly now, no matter how much work you've done, no matter how many layers you've peeled off, we're challenged now to go higher. So whatever heavy hits you get right now, remember that you need to integrate it, you need to be strong. This is just helping you to go to the newer, higher levels, okay? So Venus conjunct Saturn also represents a new cycle in love. Venus moves very quickly, but Saturn is only in Pisces once every 28 years, and Saturn is getting ready to finish that cycle as well. So this is a maturity in love, this is a responsibility in love and values and money, in addictions, in illusions, delusions, projections. I really am happy about Neptune and Aries because a lot of people are going to wake up from that dream. But we're still dreaming with all those planets in Pisces for now. So if you want to get in touch with me, if you want to find out how this crazy energy and what you're feeling in the world is affecting you, a lot of people are in fear. A lot of people feel like they're the deer in the headlights. I can help you to understand and give you some tools to help you to navigate this. As you sit, kind of try to find some calm in the storm of everything moving very, very quickly. And it will move faster. So you want to get in touch with me, I'm at terratarot.com. I'm sending you all the best blessings of the day from here in Sedona, Arizona.